Breaking news. Is Paul Pogba really coming back to United? Plus all the latest transfer updates. Hey United fans, there's a lot of buzz around Old Trafford right now, and I know you're all eager to hear what's happening with our beloved club. From shocking comebacks to potential new signings, let's break down all the latest news and separate fact from fiction. Could Paul Pogba make a shock return to Manchester United? The Pogba saga. Could lightning strike thrice? You might have seen Paul Pogba's recent social media posts that got everyone talking. The French midfielder shared a cartoon of himself alongside Amad Diallo in United shirts, followed by a mysterious message from Miami saying, "Let's see what's coming." But before we get too excited, let's look at the bigger picture. Remember how things ended last time? Pogba left United in 2022 after his £89 million spell didn't quite live up to expectations. While he had some amazing moments and helped us win the Europa League under Jose Mourinho, his final days at Old Trafford were pretty rough. Those F***k off Pogba chants during the Norwich game still sting, don't they? The social media tease. What's Pogba saying? On Monday night, Pogba posted something that made Manchester United fans stop and think. He shared a cartoon image of himself alongside Amad Diallo, both wearing Manchester United shirts. Now, this could just be a friendly nod to his former teammate, but it could also be a hint. The post was followed by a moody picture of Pogba in Miami with the caption, "Let's see what's coming." The "let's see what's coming" message left fans guessing. What is he hinting at? Is Pogba about to make a dramatic return to Manchester United? Is he simply keeping his options open? Or is he just playing with the media and fans? The picture showed Pogba wearing his iconic number 6 shirt, the same number he wore during his second stint at United. The fact that he posted this image seems significant. Could this be a subtle indication that Pogba is preparing to make a comeback? It's hard to say for sure, but Pogba's posts have stirred up excitement and curiosity among fans. The question now is, should Manchester United even consider bringing him back? But here's the current situation. Pogba has been training in Miami after his doping ban was reduced to 18 months. He's looking super fit in his training videos, but would a United return make sense? He hasn't played competitive football in quite a while, and we all know football isn't just about being physically fit. What do fans think? The big question is, what do Manchester United fans think about a potential Pogba return? Some fans might be excited by the idea of seeing Pogba back in a United shirt, especially if he can find his form again. His talent is undeniable, and many supporters would love to see him succeed at Old Trafford. Others, however, might feel that the club has moved on and that Pogba's time at United is in the past. Given his inconsistent performances and the way his previous stints ended, some fans might feel it's time for both Pogba and the club to go their separate ways. What do you think? Would you welcome Pogba back for a third spell? Or has that ship sailed? The Douglas Luiz mystery. There's been talk about Douglas Luiz potentially joining United, but something doesn't add up here. The reports claim he's struggling at Juventus, but hang on, Luiz is actually having an amazing season at Aston Villa. He hasn't moved to Juventus at all. This shows how important it is to fact-check transfer rumors, right? While Luiz is definitely a talented midfielder who could strengthen any team, he's currently one of Villa's key players. The Brazilian has been in fantastic form this season, and if United are interested, they'd face tough competition and a hefty price tag. What would Luiz bring to Manchester United? Douglas Luiz, although not yet a household name for fans outside of England, certainly has all the traits to be a solid addition to United's midfield. Despite his current struggles in Italy, there are key reasons why a move for Luiz makes sense for the Red Devils. 1. Premier League experience. One of Luiz's most valuable assets is his experience in the Premier League. Having spent several years in England, he is familiar with the demands of the league and would be able to hit the ground running if he were to return to England. United's midfield, while talented, could benefit from a player with the technical ability and defensive prowess Luiz brings. His experience of competing at a high level could also be crucial as United aims to return to their best. 2. Versatility in midfield. Luiz is known for his versatility in the midfield. He's capable of playing in a holding role, acting as a deep-lying playmaker, but can also contribute further up the pitch. His ability to play multiple positions in midfield could give manager Ruben Amorim more tactical flexibility, especially as the manager continues to implement his preferred 3-4-3 system. Whether it's defending or linking play, Luiz can do it all. 3. Technical quality and defensive ability. While he isn't the most aggressive midfielder, Luiz is effective in breaking up play and protecting the backline. His passing range and composure under pressure allow him to keep possession and distribute effectively. He also has the ability to score goals from long range, which would add another layer of threat to United's midfield. If Luiz can find his form again, he could be a key asset for the Red Devils, adding balance and providing a more solid base in the middle of the park. Why would Manchester United want Luiz? Manchester United's midfield is an area where they've been looking to strengthen. With Cesco not being as dominant as he once was, the Red Devils are searching for a player who can add depth, creativity, and reliability. Ruben Amorim, United's manager, has been using players like Kobbie Mainoo and Manuel Ugarte in midfield, while sometimes pushing Bruno Fernandes into a deeper role. But more options are needed, especially if Cesco were to leave. Luiz's versatility and Premier League experience make him an ideal option. With his ability to play both defensively and offensively, he could provide much-needed cover and rotation in the middle of the park. United is reportedly wary of their finances. However, so a loan deal could be the best route to go down, especially if Juventus is willing to let him go temporarily. Moreover, Luiz's presence would offer more competition for places in midfield, which is always healthy for a squad. If United were to sign him, it would give Amorim more flexibility in terms of tactics and provide a proven player to help strengthen the team's depth. As the transfer window draws to a close, Manchester United will likely continue to monitor Luiz's situation. If Casemiro's future at the club remains uncertain, a move for Luiz could make sense as a temporary fix. His Premier League experience, versatility, and defensive capabilities would add quality to United's midfield. Do you think Douglas Luiz would be a good addition to Manchester United? Would he add the depth and quality needed in midfield, or should the club look elsewhere? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Manchester United willing to sell Rasmus Hodgin at a big loss. Is it time for a change? Hodgland's future. Should we be worried? Now, this is an interesting one. Some reports suggest United might be willing to sell Rasmus Hodgin, with AC Milan and Juventus supposedly interested. The stats tell the story. When you take a deeper look at Hodgland's numbers this season, it becomes clear why United might be considering a sale. Despite playing in 18 Premier League matches, his tally of 2 goals is well below expectations. Here's a breakdown of his key statistics. Goals 2. Expected goals XG 2.38. Shots per game 0.7. Shots on target per game 0.3. Big chances missed 3. Goal conversion rate 17%. Hodgland's goal conversion rate of just 17% is concerning, particularly for a player tasked with being the focal point of the attack. His shots per game 0.7 and shots on target per game 0.3 are also very low, indicating a lack of cutting edge in front of goal. Additionally, he has missed 3 big chances, further highlighting his struggles in finishing opportunities. While these statistics don't paint a flattering picture, it's also important to note that adjusting to the pace and physicality of the Premier League can be challenging for any player, particularly a young forward like Hodgland. What went wrong? It's important to consider that Hodgland's struggles at Manchester United aren't entirely his fault. He joined the club amid high expectations and was expected to make an immediate impact. However, the pressure placed on him as United's main striker in a team that is still in transition might have been too much too soon. Erik ten Hag, in his early discussions about Hodgland's arrival, made it clear that the club's strategy was to buy a player for both the present and the future. Ten Hag stressed that Hodgland would need time to develop and adjust to the demands of the Premier League. Yet, with United struggling for consistency and Hodgland not delivering the performances expected of a £64 million signing, it's easy to understand why the club is now considering moving him on. Additionally, the club's overall style of play under Ten Hag could also be a factor. United have not been particularly fluid in attack, and Hodgland has often found himself isolated in the final third. With limited service and a lack of creativity in midfield, the striker has not been able to show his full potential. But let's think about this logically. 1. We just signed him last summer for £72 million total. 2. He's only 21 years old. 3. While his Premier League goals have been limited, he's shown real potential. 4. He's still adapting to English football. The pressure on HOJLUND's successor. If HOJLUND is indeed sold, the pressure will be on his replacement to deliver immediately. Manchester United has been in need of a proven striker for years, and the hope was that HOJLUND could be the man to fill that void. However, with the club under new ownership and undergoing a squad overhaul, it's clear that United cannot afford to wait for too long. The next striker they bring in will be expected to make an immediate impact, and that will be no easy task. Would it make any sense to give up on such a young talent so quickly? The reports also mention Ruben Amorim discussing HOJLUND's performance, but that's another error since Erik ten Hag is our manager. This makes the whole story seem less credible, doesn't it? The Benjamin Cesco situation. Here's something that might actually have legs. United have shown concrete interest in RB Leipzig's Benjamin Cesco, and this isn't the first time we've been linked with him. The 20-year-old striker has a release clause of £55 million that expires on June 30th. But here's the catch: with financial fair play rules to consider, any big moves might have to wait until summer. Plus, we need to think about how this would affect HOJLUND's development. Would signing another young striker help or hinder our current number 9? Key questions to consider. 1. Do we need another striker right now, or should we focus on other positions? 2. Is £55 million for Cesco good value in today's market? 3. How would he fit into our current system? Looking ahead, what should United's priority be? With all these transfer rumors flying around, it's important to think about what United really needs right now. While attacking reinforcements are always exciting, shouldn't we be focusing on other areas? A new centre-back might be crucial with Varana's expected departure, and our midfield could use strengthening given Casemiro's form this season. The financial reality. One thing that keeps coming up in all these stories is United's financial situation. With financial fair play rules to consider, the club needs to be smart about its spending. This might mean focusing on summer transfers rather than January moves, prioritizing certain positions over others, looking for smart deals rather than splashing huge sums. The big question, what next? As United fans, we're used to being linked with every big name in football. But what do you think should be the priority? Should we take a chance on Pogba's return? Push for someone like Cesco? Focus on strengthening our defense first? Look for midfield reinforcements? Let's wrap this up. These are exciting times for United fans, even if some of the rumors seem a bit far-fetched. While Pogba's social media posts have got everyone talking, and the Cesco links seem more concrete, we need to be realistic about what's possible right now. The most important thing is that any new signings help move the club forward. We've seen in the past that big names don't always equal success. What we need are players who fit our system, understand what it means to play for United, and can help us get back to where we belong, at the top of English and European football. What do you think about all these transfer rumors? Which signing would you prioritize if you were in charge? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, the transfer window can be wild, but one thing's for sure, we'll keep supporting our beloved United through thick and thin. Glory, glory, Man United! Stay tuned as we break down all the latest rumors and what they mean for United's future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all the freshest updates on your favorite club. Let's dive into it.